Jen definitely like creates a really great vibe on the sets, so I think that that's going to be missed on future projects. She always kind of makes everybody. I think because she, just cover your ears for a second. I think because she like just acts so crazy and genuine that she makes other people around her feel free to be themselves, and that's something that is kind of rare to find.
Could you just talk personally about what it was like for you to say goodbye to this, and also Australian fans can't wait for the film. Can you have any message for the Australian fans?
Yeah, I think it was, for all of us, it was extremely emotional to have this project come to an end, and I think we're all really lucky to have made such good friends and shared such a special experience together, and yeah, I mean, it was a crazy world to be thrown into, an amazing project to be a part of, and to really grow up together.
I mean, I think you have the power of the media a lot in this movie, and its influence over people, and how powerful of a tool or weapon that can be. You have the dangers of extreme control and power and suppression of cultures through the government. And I think those are probably and glorified violence. I think is another thing that is a pretty big mess, especially like in the first couple of Hunger Games. I think those are pretty big. And the dangers, like the separation of like the 99%, the 1%, and that disparity, and it's growing, and it's a bit of a cautionary tale about the way things could go and everything.
I think that some of the ideas that we really get into in Mockingjay Part 2 are finally the consequences and the complexities of war, the things that Josh was speaking about earlier, and the idea of the sort of gray quality of war too, that it's confusing and it's complex, and it's never an easy decision whether a war is needed or not, and even if one is needed, there's going to be consequence, and unfortunately we're surrounded by war all the time, and so I think the themes hit.
The Capitol has complete control over the media in the first movie, and Katniss begins to break that with Peeta at the end of the first movie, and over the course of this revolution, who is in charge of the media and what they do with it becomes enormously important to the outcome.
Yeah, this is a question for Jennifer Lawrence. Do you think that Katniss actually believes in the revolution in this final movie, or do you think she's just playing her role and just kind of getting sucked into doing what's expected of her? Do you think she actually knows what she's doing anymore, or she's just being manipulated?
I think that for a long time, I wouldn't say that it was manipulated. I would call it more of a sense of survival. I don't think that there was really believable hope of a revolution. At the beginning of Katniss's story, I think she was trying to save her sister, and then she was trying to save herself, and then Peeta, and waking up in District 13 changed things. Losing Peeta changed things, and I believe that she kind of grows into her position and takes control of her own destiny, and in that, the revolution. So something that I really love about the second movie is that's when she takes power and decides that she does want to be the Mockingjay, that she does believe in this cause. But it took many years and many books to get there.
It's also, there's a difference between being a warrior and being the symbol of a revolution. And
Yeah.
Katniss is inherently a character who wants to take action and to do what needs to be done. And I think doesn't always want to have to be, the soundbite or the poster child. So I think she might be willing to give up being the Mockingjay, but not give up being a revolutionary.
Exactly.
For me, it's been amazing, and coming to Comic-Con is like the central hub for fandom, and so to kind of step into this world and get to, like we just had the big Hall H panel and everything, and it's so cool, and to bring these movies that people are so passionate about to them, and get to have the whole cast here and get to have some kind of interaction with them is it's really rewarding for us.
Gail's sort of right where he wants to be right now. I mean, he's an emotional, strong-willed, independent, angry young man. A lot of things have happened to him, that have made him feel the way he feels, and his biggest motivation, his biggest drive now is to take down the Capitol. That's all he's really thinking about, and I think his focus becomes less about Katniss and more about winning this war.
For Jennifer, Josh, and Liam, how do you feel like your characters have evolved over these past 4 films?
I mean, for me, like, I was really attracted to Peter's kind of arc throughout the story. You know, I think he starts as more quiet and kind of not so secure in himself, and, you know, had like a hard family life and everything, and then once, you know, he kind of confesses his love to Katniss and he sort of empowers himself in a way. And then in Mockingjay 1 and 2, you know, he gets pretty messed up. He gets taken in by the Capitol and is tortured and brainwashed and all these things. And then to kind of have him come out of that and have the recovery process, a really like a kind of up and down arc for him. And so it was great for me to play. And it's really fun to kind of get to show all the experience that he has.
The evolution of Prim has really been amazing for me to read in the books and kind of try and portray as best as I can. I feel like her evolution is really amazing to watch because she really grows up a lot, and she's really there for Katniss in the last 2 films, I think.